Attention, seniors. If Social Security is part of your monthly income, you cannot afford to ignore what I'm about to tell you. Before September 30th, there are a handful of crucial steps you need to take to protect your benefits. Keep your payments flowing without interruption, and make sure you're not leaving money on the table that rightfully belongs to you. I'll walk you through these steps one by one, explain exactly why this deadline is so important, and show you how to safeguard your financial security. Please watch until the very end, because missing even a single detail could cost you thousands of dollars over time. And before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, have you ever worried that your Social Security check might suddenly stop, or that your benefits might be reduced without warning? Why September 30th matters more than you think. At first glance, September 30th may seem like just another date on the calendar. But in reality, it's one of the most important days of the year for seniors relying on Social Security. Why? Because September 30th marks the end of the federal government's fiscal year. That's the point when agencies, including the Social Security Administration, SSA, review, finalize, and clean up their records. They reconcile accounts, flag errors, and carry information into the next year. Here's the danger. If there's an error in your file, maybe an outdated address, a missing year of income, or paperwork that hasn't been processed, this is when it can get flagged. And once it's flagged, your benefits may be delayed, reduced, or even frozen until the issue is corrected. I've personally seen seniors who ignored this window thinking everything was fine, only to find themselves waiting weeks for a missing payment, or shocked that their monthly benefit was cut due to something as small as an unreported bank account change. Think of September 30th as a checkpoint. It's the government closing out 1 year and starting fresh on October 1st. If your information isn't accurate, you could be rolling into the new year with problems that will follow you for months, maybe even years. That's why this isn't just an administrative deadline. It's personal. It's about protecting your income, your independence, and your peace of mind. Seniors who prepare now don't just avoid problems. They move forward into the new fiscal year with confidence, knowing their benefits are safe. Check and update your personal information. This step is simple, but it's one of the most overlooked, and it causes more trouble than you'd imagine. Before September 30th, you need to log in to your My Social Security account or call the helpline and confirm that your personal information is 100% correct. Let's start with your address. If you've moved, even if it was just across town, make sure Social Security has your updated mailing address. Why? Because important notices about your benefits, Medicare enrollment, or fraud alerts may only come by mail. Miss just one letter, and you could miss a deadline that affects your income. Now, your banking information. Most seniors receive their checks through direct deposit, which is safer and faster. But if you've recently switched banks, opened a new account, or closed an old one, you need to update Social Security immediately. Otherwise, your payment could bounce and disappear into limbo. And here's the kicker. It doesn't always automatically get reissued. I've seen seniors wait weeks or months to get that money sorted out. Can you imagine losing 2 months of Social Security income because of one outdated bank detail? Finally, don't forget your phone number. It sounds small, but if the SSA needs to verify your information and they can't reach you, they may put a hold on your account until they can confirm it's really you. This whole process takes less than 10 minutes, but it can save you weeks of headaches and stress. Double-check your information now, so you don't have to worry later. Review your benefit statement carefully. Now let's talk about something most seniors don't even think about: their Social Security benefit statement. Many assume the government always gets the numbers right. But as someone who has handled countless Social Security cases, I can tell you, mistakes happen all the time. And those mistakes can cost you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Your benefit statement shows your lifetime earnings record. Social Security uses this record to calculate your monthly benefit. But if 1 year of your earnings is missing, understated, or recorded incorrectly, your benefit is reduced. Here's a real example. I once worked with a client who discovered that an entire year of her income was missing from the record. She had worked full-time that year, but the SSA system showed zero earnings. Because of that, her monthly benefit was $92 lower than it should have been. Doesn't sound like much. That's over $1,100 per year. Multiply that by 10 years of retirement, and she would have lost more than $11,000. And here's the scary part. The SSA will not call you and say, "Hey, we think something's wrong." You must be the one to review your record, find errors, and provide proof, like W-2s, tax returns, or pay stubs, to correct it. That's why this September 30th deadline matters so much. If you catch mistakes now, you can correct them before the next fiscal year begins. If you ignore it, those mistakes follow you into the new year, and you lose money month after month. So here's my advice. Log into your My Social Security account, open your benefit statement, and go line by line through your earnings history. If anything looks off, start gathering your paperwork now. Don't assume the government got it right. Verify it yourself. Prepare for possible government disruptions. Here's another reason the September 30th deadline is critical. It's tied to the federal budget. Every year, Congress spends September debating funding bills. And sometimes those debates drag on and trigger a government shutdown. Now, the good news: Social Security checks are considered mandatory spending, so they usually still go out during a shutdown. But here's the problem. Staffing at the Social Security Administration gets cut back. Offices may close, phone lines may be jammed, and paperwork moves at a snail's pace. That means if you need to update your records, file a new claim, appeal a denial, or request a replacement Social Security card, you could be stuck waiting weeks or even months. Think about it this way. If you board the train before the doors close, you're fine. But if you show up late, you're standing on the platform until service starts again. The same goes here. If your paperwork is already in the system before September 30th, you're in the clear. But if you wait, you could be stuck in the backlog of delays. So don't leave it to chance. File what you need now. Update what you need now. Get ahead of the shutdown risk before it's too late. Review your tax withholdings on benefits. Here's a financial trap that catches far too many seniors by surprise. Taxes on Social Security benefits. Yes, you read that right. Even though you worked hard, paid into the system for years, and finally earned your benefits, the IRS can still tax a portion of your Social Security depending on your total income. For some seniors, that means up to 85% of their benefits can be taxed. And here's the worst part. If you don't plan ahead, you could be hit with a hefty tax bill next spring that you weren't expecting. Here's how it works. The IRS looks at your combined income, which includes your adjusted gross income from wages, pensions, or investments, plus any non-taxable interest, plus half of your Social Security benefits. If that total is above $25,000 for single filers or $32,000 for married couples filing jointly, then part of your benefits are taxable. The higher the number, the more you'll owe. Now, why is September 30th so important here? because it gives you time to fix your tax withholdings before the year ends. Social Security actually lets you have federal taxes withheld directly from your monthly check. You can choose rates like 7%, 10%, 12%, or 22%. The problem? Most seniors don't even know this option exists. They just take the full check every month. Then, come April, they're blindsided by a $2,000, $3,000, or even $5,000 tax bill. I've seen it happen too many times. Seniors end up pulling money out of retirement accounts, paying penalties, or setting up stressful installment plans with the IRS, all because they didn't adjust their withholdings in time. Here's the smart move. Before September 30th, sit down and take stock. Look at how much income you've already earned this year from Social Security, pensions, part-time work, and investments. If you're above the IRS threshold, consider filing a Form W-4V to adjust your withholding now. That way, the last few months of the year help balance out what you'll owe in April. Even if you're not sure, talk to a tax professional or run the IRS worksheet online. Don't wait until tax season to be surprised. Use this September deadline as your wake-up call to protect your income. Protect yourself against scams and fraud. Now, I need to talk about something that truly breaks my heart. Scams targeting seniors. And unfortunately, the closer we get to deadlines like September 30th, the more active scammers become. They know seniors are paying extra attention to their Social Security around this time, and they take advantage of that urgency to trick people. Here's how the scams usually sound. Your benefits will be suspended after September 30th unless you confirm your Social Security number. We've detected suspicious activity on your account. Act before the deadline. Or they'll call from a spoofed SSA phone number to make it sound legitimate. But here's the truth. The Social Security Administration will never call you out of the blue and demand personal information. They will never threaten to cut off your benefits if you don't respond immediately. And they will never, ever ask for payment in gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. If you hear any of that, it's a scam. Why is September 30th especially dangerous? Because scammers use the fiscal year end as a scare tactic. Seniors already worried about missing a government deadline are far more likely to fall for it. I've represented clients who gave away their Social Security numbers, bank details, and even copies of their IDs to these criminals. And once that information is out there, it can take years to recover. Your benefits can be rerouted, your identity stolen, your credit destroyed. So here's what you must do before September 30th. Set up two-factor authentication on your My Social Security account. That way, even if someone gets your password, they can't log in without a code sent to your phone or email. Never trust a caller who pressures you to act quickly. Hang up, then call the SSA directly at their official number, 1-800-77-21213. Monitor your bank accounts closely this time of year. Look for unusual deposits or withdrawals. Remember, protecting your identity is just as important as protecting your benefits. Once stolen, your Social Security number is a master key to your entire financial life. Don't give scammers that chance. Set up a trusted contact or power of attorney. Finally, let's talk about a step that too many seniors put off until it's too late. Naming a trusted contact or setting up a power of attorney for Social Security matters. Here's why this is so important. If something unexpected happens, an illness, hospitalization, or memory decline, your spouse, child, or friend can't automatically step in and manage your benefits. The Social Security Administration won't allow it unless they're officially authorized. And without that authorization, your bills could go unpaid, your benefits interrupted, and your financial life could quickly spiral into chaos. That's why September 30th is the perfect time to take action. When you're already reviewing and updating your information, add this extra layer of protection. Think about who you trust to step in if you can't handle things yourself. It might be your spouse, an adult child, or a close friend. There are a few ways to do this. Name a trusted contact with the SSA so they can reach out if there's suspicious activity or they can't get hold of you. Establish a representative payee who can legally manage your benefits if you become unable to. Or set up a power of attorney with the help of an attorney for broader financial protection. This isn't about giving up control. It's about making sure you choose who will protect your benefits if something happens. Not the courts, not the government, not chance. I've seen too many families caught off guard when a loved one fell ill without these protections in place. Trust me, it is one of the most thoughtful, loving decisions you can make for yourself and your family. Do it before September 30th, and you'll enter the new fiscal year with peace of mind, knowing your income is safe no matter what. The 7 steps in review. We've covered a lot of ground, so let's quickly recap the 7 steps you must take before September 30th to protect your Social Security benefits. Understand why September 30th matters. It's not just a date. It's the end of the government's fiscal year and a key checkpoint for your records. Update your personal information. Your address, phone number, and direct deposit details must all be current to avoid delays or missed payments. Review your benefit statement. Go line by line through your earnings record. Correct errors now or risk losing money every single month. Prepare for possible government shutdowns. Get your paperwork in early so you're not caught in a backlog if offices close or staffing is cut. Check your tax withholdings. Avoid a painful IRS surprise in April by adjusting your Social Security tax withholdings now. Protect yourself from scams. Set up 2-factor authentication, ignore threatening calls, and monitor your bank accounts carefully. Name a trusted contact or power of attorney. Don't leave your benefits vulnerable if something unexpected happens. Choose who will protect you. Each of these steps on its own might seem small, but together, they create a powerful shield around your Social Security benefits, the income you worked hard for and rely on every month. Why acting now is non-negotiable. Here's the truth. Too many seniors push these things off, assuming everything will be fine. But the reality is, delaying can cost you real money, real time, and real peace of mind. Think about it. A single missed update could hold up 2 or 3 months of checks. An overlooked error in your earnings history could quietly drain thousands from your retirement. A scam call answered in a moment of stress could open the door to years of identity theft headaches. And waiting until after a government shutdown could mean sitting in limbo for weeks, watching your bills pile up while you wait on hold. That's why I'm stressing this September 30th deadline. Acting before then ensures that you enter the new fiscal year with your benefits secure and your records clean. You've worked your entire life for these benefits. You deserve to enjoy them without interruptions, errors, or stress. The peace of mind you deserve. Imagine this. It's October 1st. The government starts its new fiscal year. While other seniors are scrambling to correct missed updates, fight tax surprises, or untangle fraud, you're calm. Why? Because you already reviewed your records, corrected errors, updated your information, and set up safeguards. Your payments continue like clockwork. No delays, No missing checks, no sudden letters that make your stomach drop. That's the peace of mind these 7 steps buy you. And trust me, it's worth it. A final word from me to you seniors. I've spent years helping people navigate Social Security. I've seen the system work well, and I've seen it fail people who didn't take the right precautions. My mission in sharing this with you today is simple. I don't want you to be one of the people caught off guard. So, here's what I want you to do as soon as this video ends. Log into your My Social Security account online, or call their helpline if you prefer. Check your personal information. Review your earnings record. Look at your tax withholdings. And if you don't already have one, set up a trusted contact. Block out 30 minutes today to do this. 30 minutes of effort could protect years of your retirement income. And if you've ever worried that your Social Security check might not come or that the system might fail you, this is how you take back control. Now, before you go, hit like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know, which of these 7 steps have you already done? And which one are you going to take care of this week? Your Social Security is your lifeline. Don't leave it vulnerable. Protect it before September 30th and walk into the next year knowing your financial security is safe. Because the truth is, no one will fight harder for your benefits than you will. And I'm here to make sure you have the knowledge and tools to do it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.